Many people call us and ask us how to water grass in the Houston area. In this video, Houston grass owner Michael Romine talks about watering grass sod that's just been planted, and then he describes how you should water established grass through the hot Houston summer.
If you're planting grass, I would say it's almost impossible to overwater it. That first day, you lay the grass down. You don't want to wait till evening. You don't want to wait till the next morning. You want to water as soon as that grass hits the ground and you move out of that area. You want to immediately start water on it for several hours. You need to put down 2 inches of water. That first day, you need to put down 2 inches of water, whether we're talking about July or we're talking about January. What you're trying to do with that big first watering, not only to give that grass a little break from being ripped out of the ground when it's 100 degrees and stuff outside, but you're trying to seal that grass, that dirt on dirt. You're trying to make that mud. You're trying to get rid of any air pockets between there. So it's really important that first day to get that 2-inch watering down. And then we say 1 inch of water each day thereafter for the first 2 weeks. Some of the year, I would maybe only tell you to do that 1-inch watering for 1 week, and then you could, that second week, you can kind of start backing off. That is not the case in the summertime. In the summertime, when it is hot like this, you've got to do that 1-inch watering every day for 2 weeks to get that grass going and give it a chance to fight this heat. Now, I will say that if you're planting grass in the shade, it's absolutely, especially if we're talking about palmetto, and because we talked about the gray leaf spot, you can overwater it. You've got to do the 2-inch watering even if it's in the shade. That first week, you're still probably talking 1 inch of water per day, but by that second week, you probably got to start backing off. You definitely want to make sure you put out some kind of fungicide. One of the components to kicking off gray leaf spot is excessive water. Obviously, when you're watering it every single day, that's going to boost the chances of that fungus showing up. It is important to walk the line with your watering when you're planting grass in the shade so you don't invite that fungus in. So that is something to be on the lookout for, and always be on the lookout for the start of that gray leaf spot so you can try to get it taken care of. Next thing I want to talk about here is established grass. Main thing in the summer is watering. I would say there's a couple of ways to keep an eye on the watering, and then being on the lookout for the gray leaf spot and the chinch bugs. You're not wanting to, as watering goes, you're never wanting to water daily. It's not a good idea to do the 5 minutes once a day or twice a day. You want to water deeply and infrequently to force those roots to chase that water down. That creates a stronger plant and gives that plant more drought tolerance and a number of other things. If you do those infrequent little waterings, those roots stay right up on top, and of course that's going to create a weaker plant. We say you need to water 1 inch of water a week on established grass. I suggest doing that with 2 half-inch waterings per week. When it gets real hot and real dry, we go multiple weeks without any rain. You may have to bump that up to 3 times a week, but most of the year, when the grass is growing, grass is green, you need to put out 1 inch of water a week. How do you tell? The best and most thorough way is to take multiple rain gauges and stick them out in different areas of the yard and see what it takes. How long does it take to put out a half-inch of water in this area with this segment of irrigation, or in this area, because different heads put out different amounts of water. And so whether we're talking about an irrigation system or we're talking about a sprinkler, put a couple of rain gauges out, see how long it takes you to put out that half-inch of water, and then you'll know. The other thing that you can do, and I will say that what they do at the farm sometimes, is if you've got a long screwdriver, if you stick that screwdriver in the ground and it goes in relatively easily and comes out with some mud on it and stuff like that, obviously you're good. You don't need to water. However, if it's tougher to get that screwdriver in and or it comes out and it's pretty clean, it's time to kick on the water. It's just so critical this time of year to be paying attention to that water.
If you have any questions, please call us at 281-431-7441. We're located just off Highway 6 and a little east of Siena. We stock the lawn care products that we recommend, and you can pick up the grass you need at our store. We offer delivery and professional installation too.